Hi everyone. Oh my goodness, it has been so long since I did this. Unable to connect to chat. Please try again later. Oh, goody gumdrops. Let's see here. That's no bueno. Check, check, check. Why does it say that? Will you guys, lovely ladies, leave me a comment so I can see if it's going to show up. And then we're going to talk about all the technical difficulties that Parisienne Farmgirl has had in the last month, because there's no reason I shouldn't be able to connect to my own chat, for the love. But actually at this point it really doesn't surprise me. Yeah, there's no comments, so that kind of tells me that something is rotten in Denmark, as my 7th grade choir teacher used to say. There's some people, it's working. I see and hear you. Okay, hold on, I gotta get through a political commercial here. Oh wait, I guess I have to play it. Oh, it plays quiet. How does this work? Turn down my headphones. Oh my gosh. Skip ad. Don't do that. Don't skip the ads. No, it's okay. Okay, it's working. Hi. Oh, Cindy. Thank you. Cindy just bought the cookbook. Your head is cut off. Okay, I'll scooch back. Your sound is low. Hey, Joel. Yeah. Could you please come here? It's just, the nightmare never stops. People are saying my sound is low, which is what happens on YouTube every time this thing is involved. Is there any way to just, I thought this was plugged into that. Is there any way to just please unplug the...
No, it's all plugged into this.
It's plugged into this?
Yes.
Yeah,
Did you have this?
Hmm?
You have this?
You got it.
No.
Set it up.
Please, someone do something.
Like, you have to go to sound settings.
No, no, not for this. You don't. Oh.
Yeah, I think it usually happens this is what happened last time. Some people could hear me. I don't know if it's like a
now
phone
it's up.
thing.
This
Here,
is
you
your
want that
audio.
off, right?
This is your audio slider.
Okay.
I'm gonna unplug that thing, okay?
Sound,
Just for the
yeah.
heck of it.
Sound is fine. Right, I know, but it happened last time. It's like every time that guy's involved. Okay, your head is cut off.
Your head is cut off.
Isn't that my view right there?
Yeah, see how your head's cut off?
It's just my forehead.
But whatever.
Okay. I give up. My boobs were showing, but my head is cut off, apparently. We see your lap. Joel, they see my lap.
Sorry, I have to come through. What's up now?
We see your lap, but not the top of your head. Your hair looks cute. I give up. Oh my gosh.
Well, that's odd.
All right, hold on. There's a bit of a delay,
There's a
so
lag.
let's just see what they say. Sound is fine. Makeup is beautiful. Love the dress. Scoot forward. Friggin' A. Okay, I'm scooting forward. Okay, hi everyone. Oh my goodness. So this is going to be a little bit different. I just, like, an hour ago or so, got off a call where I could see everyone's faces. My blush is too dark on this side. Now I got the YouTube reverse screen. Plus, it's humid in here, and there's lights everywhere, so you can see me. So if the glow on my forehead just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, who needs a forehead? Seriously, you guys really can't see my forehead, ladies. I'm assuming. I give up. Lift the camera slightly. Oh my gosh. What if I go like this? Can you see me then? Friends, it's been a long month, technology-wise. It's been a long 8 weeks, physical exertion-wise. This has never happened before. Okay, some people can see me and some people can't. I got nothing, so no forehead. I hate everything. It has been an extremely taxing. Let's just talk about cleavage to forehead. I don't understand. I fixed it. Good gracious. It is, and I didn't clean up whatever is on the chair back there. I hate mess in the background. That is a John Deere sock cap and my favorite piece of fabric. And now it's 5,000 degrees in here. It's not a phone. No, this is like a whole setup. It looks like NASA, if you could see my desk right now. Hi, everyone. Elizabeth, Garden on Gooseneck, that's quite a name. Garden on Gooseneck, formerly Debbie Moore. Bethany, just keep reading. Jillian, I can see you just fine my little old phone. We don't need to see the very top of your head. Okay. Why does it look like I'm the only one chatting? I don't know, Elizabeth. It does. It looks like my desk. There's just lights and there's multiple computers. I'm editing tomorrow's YouTube video. There is a YouTube video coming tomorrow. I don't know. Okay, Shanna's got a garden question. We're going to do garden questions, oil questions, design questions. I miss you all. We'll talk about that later. Hi, Abby Joe at Forgotten Way Farms. Okay, I just inherited a 100 by 50 garden. Grass between rows, best approach to get rid of grass. Blood, sweat, and tears. There is no great way to get rid of grass. You should probably rent. The way I would do it in the past, I mean, you can rent a rototiller or use a rototiller and go over it over and over and over again, and then use a rake to rake out the clumps. That's pretty horrible. Or you can get a little bit of a jump on it, and some of you might have other opinions, and rent a manual sod cutter. That is what I have used for years. It sort of looks like an old-fashioned plow, like that you would stand behind. It has two big iron bars, and it's like this flat bar that goes on the ground, and you just scooch it forward, and it literally cuts under the sod, and that's what makes those well, it can make like those big rolls that you see like at Home Depot when you buy sod. So that it's pretty labor intensive. I'm going to keep doing this because my dress is so low cut. I think it's actually easier than an electric or gas powered sod remover. So I would do that and then rototill. Grass is pretty nasty. Pamela Smith has been watching me endless for days. I really appreciate that, Pamela, because for some reason YouTube doesn't like this channel anymore. And now it seems to be on the uptick, so I really appreciate it. Sod cutter, there you go. Then landscape fabric, or sod cutter and then cardboard, or like whatever. Yes. I didn't cut my hair again. I don't know, I'm reversed here, so I've got it. I'll turn around. Woo! I got it tucked back a la Downton Abbey because it's too long. Danielle says nothing's hanging out. I know I got those like long, I've breastfed 6 children breasts. They're not very beautiful, so I'll just keep the V-neck above anything, whatever. Jennifer Jacques loves the podcast on contentment. Thank you. That's our latest episode. I think that's our latest. No, that was Monday's episode. So for those of you that are missing YouTube, the podcast is not replacing YouTube. The podcast is not replacing YouTube. But with all the internet and technical difficulties we have been having, it's much easier in the last 8 weeks to sit down and go boop and record a podcast and publish it, apparently, than storage on hard drives and storage on computers and connecting to the internet so that 5 gigabyte downloads can upload to YouTube. And it's just been really a nightmare. Actually, I didn't even know if tonight was going to happen. We're just like on the cusp of another nightmare. And yeah, that's okay. Can you see this? Mani, I can't see you. I'm literally talking to myself in a screen. I have one screen that shows the delay, that shows what I look like to you. I have one screen that shows what I look like to me in real time. And oh, High Plains says golf ball size hail took care of their garden and roof this week. I hate that. It happens every year to some extent or another, where you're just standing watching your garden be pelted by hail. It's yeah, it's pretty nasty. So, yes, listen to the podcast, because if you need a Parisienne Farmgirl fix, that's how you can get it twice a week. I just prattle on and on with my friend Shay over at the Elliott Homestead. And thanks to so many of you, it is a #1 rated podcast on Apple and Spotify and Google. Like, wow. But YouTube is my favorite. I love editing videos for YouTube, and I get really, really, really frustrated when I can't do that. So tomorrow morning, God willing, it's almost done here on this other computer that is sitting next to me. There will be a new episode of Potager, week 8, and it's pretty. Janaea loves the podcast. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad. Okay, zucchini plants are taking over my exploding balcony garden. Shy. Stalks are breathtaking. Tips. Leaves are getting bigger than my head. Stalks are breaking. Ooh, no, I don't have any tips for that. What I've done in my garden, like I try to get ahead. I try to do it ahead, so I have whether it's rebar or branches, I try to go in and stake perennials and things like that before the storms come. So like tonight we're expecting a thunderstorm, so I went last night and I staked, like the hollyhocks are getting big, and so I did that. And then I use, here on the farm I have all the green twine that the hay bales are wrapped in, so I sort of like tried to gingerly wrap the delphinium and the bee balm and the hollyhocks and everything so that they wouldn't fall over before I can film the garden tour next week. So yeah. And then, of course, who was it that said that? I don't know. The comments are going so fast. If you have extra zucchini flowers, of course, stuff them with cheese and fry them, because stuffed zucchini flowers. Yeah. Oh, Stormy Chavez just planted a late cut flower garden. I will be joining you there because this is so sad in the world of gardening. My snapdragons were a bust this year. All my beautiful Potomac apple blossom and Madame Butterfly bronze, all the snaps that I started from seed were a total bust. So they won't be a part of my garden. I did order some seedlings, some starts, and they're going to come next week. So like maybe around Halloween, I will have some snapdragons. We'll see. Yeah. Valerie wants to know if I fertilize my roses. And yes, I fertilize. Holy cow, it's getting hot in here. I'm gonna have like a sweat mustache. I do fertilize them when I plant them, like once or twice a season. Nothing super fussy. So, hi Pamela. Hi Sue. How are you? All right. Hi everyone. Oh, the budding homemaker at the Barefoot Mama was on the chat, the live chat. So we have a Patreon account for the podcast, and once a month we do a live video stream with everybody where we can see everybody on the screen. So that's what I just got done doing. Free Spirit says the internet has been having issues on and off worldwide. That's what another YouTuber told me. She said that it's like 5G and just everything that's going on, like lots of people are having problems. You guys, it's just been exhausting. So it's sort of twofold for us because, I shoot on my camera and those files are huge, those photographs and video files. And even if I don't use all of them, I still have to upload all of them so that I can edit them all down. A lot of times what you see, whether, sometimes even if it's just a 12-minute video, that's like an hour of clips, 45 minutes of clips that I just get down to right where I want it. And so even if it's just for a few days, that still takes up so much space. I have just little hard drives all over my computer, and I'm not complaining. I mean, I really love what I do, but I'm just at a point where like technology can just kiss it. It's just been so challenging. You know what it does? Like when you're a creative, it kind of steals the joy. You know, you're trying to stay in this really creative space where you can do what you want to do and make things beautiful. And then the fact is, because you're an entrepreneur, then you have to like still do the technical side of it. It's just me and my family. So, ooh, High Plains, 100 degrees. Wild Ones Homestead just got, are you in Michigan? Is it going west or east? Just got the rain that we're waiting on. So the rose leaves have tons of holes. Hey, Lori, do you follow on, I swear you follow on Instagram, don't you, Lori? I posted, what's it called? A picture of what I'm using this year. So I had used Neem's oil in the past. Of course, I used some essential oils, but the caterpillars this year have been, pardon me, I'm going to see if I can find it, have been really, really brutal. And I posted a picture of what I'm using this year, and it's working really well. Now I'm not going to be able to find it while I'm being rude and looking. I can't find it. Boy, what is it called? Joel found it for me on Amazon, and it's working really well, really well. The caterpillars are just absolutely awful, and there's little holes on everything. I had a dahlia just eaten down to the nub in one night. Wow, thanks. I'm so glad I started you from scratch. Elizabeth, you're sweet. I did not lose weight. That is not a part of my existence anymore, apparently, no matter what I do. It's just the cut of the dress and the hair tucked up. Yeah. Lori, yeah. Shoot. Lori, I know we talk via email, so email me and I'll see if Joel can pull up the picture. It makes me feel so dumb when I can't figure it out, and it cramps my creativity too. Yep, technology does that. It's like a wonderful outlet when you're creative. It gives those of us that are creative like a platform. I mean, if you look at history, the technology gives the creative personality just a platform they've never, ever had throughout the millennia. But holy cow, it's no good. MT says she's been binge listening to the podcast and just watched her favorite few episodes of Monty Don. That's fabulous. And have you ever tried lupin in your garden? Yes, a ton of them, pink and purple. And I nicked a few seeds off a plant in town last year. It was growing by the curbside. It like wasn't that big of a deal. And of course, I lost them. That's what I get for nicking seeds. But they were this dark, 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 almost black lupin that I would drive by every day and just salivate over. So I'm going to see if I can grab those again this year. Pamela, this is my new office next to the bedroom. Yep. Emily Fisher, how do you get lipsticks to stay on? So yeah, this is, I have lip sense on today. So it doesn't come off at all. It's like spackle. It just stays on. Hi, Rainbow. How are you? Hi. Wherever you can get seeds, get them. Yeah. Rub it on your skin. Hi, everyone. Lori seems to only be on roses. Man. Wyoming is having a grasshopper plague. Oh, I feel really bad that I can't remember the name of this shoot. Let's see, imports, Instagram. And this is because I'm constantly deleting things off my phone too, because my phone is also connected to the devil. That is Apple. That is the internet. And it's just, I'm just vexed at every turn, you guys. I swear I am. I can't keep anything. I can't, let's see. Nope. Should be there and it's not. I either have 35,000 photographs literally on my phone with space, or I have 8 no space. And if you follow on Instagram and you see like this sort of like weird halo, it's getting hot in here, on every picture, it's because I dropped it and it's just cracked. So the selfie screen is cracked. If you see a good selfie, that means I said, Joel, can I borrow your phone? Took a picture of myself, which is so pathetic. Texted it to myself, downloaded it to my phone, and then posted it to the internet. So sad. I wish my wife couldn't find any more seeds. Adam, shame on you. Come on, let your wife do what she wants to do, right? Just let her. She'll be happy. Seeds. How does that even affect you? Are you weeding the garden? Come on. Stop. Honey Girl Organic. Stop. Did I say that? I love you, Adam. Thank you for watching. Oh my gosh. New house, new garden. The bugs are eating my cabbage. Yeah, I just think between... I have a couple people that sent me fans the last time. I need to get them out because this happens every time I talk in front of all these screens. It gets so warm. Ooh, Rainbow just made organic deodorant with her essential oils. Do you have a design resource? Melissa wonders for recommendations for potager gardens. We're building on acreage and don't know where to start. I mean, what I would do, I'm not really a Pinterest person, but I would just go to Pinterest and type in the word potager and see what you see. Because there will be a lot of aerial shots there, drone footages or rooftop pictures that will give you some idea of what people are doing. You know, I've always been really big on like the circle in the center and then the 4 squares and working out from there. I think like my last 3 gardens have had some semblance of that sort of a shape, but that is where I would start. Bye, Monty has to go get groceries. Fabulous. Joel wants those wall AC units. They wouldn't look. Yeah, I know. He does. He wants those like Mitsubishi ones that go, but I'm too busy buying seeds. So that's not happening. Oh, Suzanne used the macaroon recipe and they came out great. That makes me very happy. That's wonderful. It makes me sad. That was like one of my first like videos where I really tried on YouTube. It was, you know, it's been a long time. That video is probably 6 years old. And, you know, then I like really kind of dialed it back after that. And then when we moved here is when I really decided to pursue YouTube. But the dubbing is off with that video. It's so strange. It's not off on the original file. It's off on the YouTube file. And you can't, YouTube is not like a podcast where you can go update a podcast or you can go update a blog post or something like that. It sort of is what it is once you've done it on YouTube. So let's see. Joanne wants to know about, is doTERRA going to give more information regarding some oils not listed on the website? I noticed some oils I recently purchased in a bundle and 2 oils, Palmarosa and Manuka. Yeah, there should be a product information pamphlet. If you maybe Google Palmarosa doTERRA PIP and see what comes up, there should be something. There should be some information there. So Pamela wants to know what year I was born in. Pamela, come on. My birthday is next month. That's all I'll tell you. Yeah, Royal Amethyst Acres is right. Cedarwood is really, really good on your garden. You can tie it, I did a video on this actually last year. You can tie it on cheesecloth and put it in little stakes like around your cabbage. You can put it in a Hudson sprayer and spray it down. So, yeah, pick our green beans. It was so beautiful. It's been, Judy, I don't know why you can't hear me. I know some people on their phones have a hard time every once in a while. Nobody else is complaining. I'm so sorry. I made fake cabbage butterfly things from white styrofoam. What? Cindy, are you kidding me? In French, a scarecrow is an épouvantail. If anybody's French and I'm pronouncing that wrong, let me know. But it's one of my favorite words to say in French. L'épouvantail. Un épouvantail. I love that word. There's a few words in French that just geek me out, and scarecrow is one of them. But if you're telling me you can make un faux épouvantail de papillon or something like that, a fake butterfly cabbage butterfly, that is cool, out of styrofoam. I hate styrofoam, but that is a great idea. Oh, Pamela, your oldest turned 50. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, Jenny. Jenny, you should email me. I just talked to somebody today about that. Okay, I'm going to put my email here. Does that work? Angela at Parisienne Farmgirl. .com. And yeah, Royal Amethyst. Who's all using doTERRA? I know a lot of you do. Let's see. Oh, Nancy is jealous of Shay's hollyhocks. Been trying to grow them for years. Mine, I think I'm having like the best year ever, but I did notice a little like of the rust yesterday, so I trimmed off the leaves. And I handed them to Joel. I'm like, get these out of my garden. I don't want these spores or whatever is going on dropping on the ground. That, yeah. So, Joanne, I have watched Chateau Diaries. That girl and I, that girl. Her and I actually correspond behind the scenes on Instagram. Lauren is wondering if I homeschool year-round. Heck no. I tried to keep an atmosphere of learning, but no. Every time the homeschool year starts, I'm like, wait, how do I do this again? How do I have time for this? And every time the gardening season starts, I think, wait, how do I have time to garden again? So no, I do not homeschool year-round, but do try to keep a very creative learning atmosphere in the meantime. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna keep scrolling back. Lauren, Fern is doing very well. She is still pregnant. She's also getting on my nerves because she's overdue, and I know what that feels like, and it's a miserable feeling, and just watching her walk around is bringing me down. Like, she is making my lady parts and my lower belly feel very uncomfortable just watching her. It's like you have sympathy for this animal, and I just want her to get it over with. Florida tried to grow basil. Grows with white spots and leaves are small. I have no idea. Suzanne, I'm like way far away from a gardening zone, from a Floridian gardening zone. So I would just Google it, like just say white spots on basil, Florida. And I mean, really, Google, I cannot tell you how many things I Google for gardening. And it's not always that I find an answer, but maybe sometimes it spurs my thought process as to what could be the problem or what the next logical step might be. So Barefoot Mama just placed her first Tubes & Co. order. So Tubes & Co. is an organic skincare and makeup company that advertises on the podcast. So that is awesome. Something I do want to tell you, because I know a lot of you, based on comments, are my customers. Don't forget to get your orders in this month. Seriously, because the Immortelle skincare oil, which is like what I've used for, melasma and age spots and wrinkles, and it's good for like thyroid health and emotional support and everything, is free this month with your qualifying order. So that's for new customers and a lot of you that I'm seeing here in the comments that are my existing customers. So if you need help with that, be sure that you message me, because if you're new to doTERRA, I would be, obviously, since that's what I do for a living, more than happy to hook you up. And if my customers need help logging in or whatever, let me know, because it's a free Immortelle oil. It's like a $92 oil. It's like Hawaii, it's sandalwood and myrrh and frankincense and rose, like all the big heavy hitters that if you bought individually would cost you hundreds of dollars, and they're all put together in this roller ball that you can just do all over the Botox areas and the crow's feet and the melasma and all that. Yes, Tanya got her Immortelle. Fabulous. That's fabulous. You're just gonna love it. It smells so good. And you guys know I burned my leg off, like my whole leg, a couple years ago. That's the oil that I use to help with the burn, and I don't have a scar. Jessica's Immortelle is coming in the mail. Fabulous. Rosemary is, hey Nita, how are you? Rosemary is very good for hair thickening. I just have I have goats for the novelty. Goats were my first mammal back when we started homesteading years ago. So I have 2 left, and we keep them because we are severely attached to them. And then we have the cow for milk. So my mom, Julie, is asking about my mom. She's Savvy City Farmer on Instagram. That's the best way to find her, and she does a swipe up sale gosh, like every couple days for her marmalade jars and things like that. Shelly Chandler, how do I order doTERRA? I can give you my site here, but I'm warning you, it is not going to reflect this special because I can't get it to update right now with all this crap. All these technological problems, which if you're just joining us, you haven't heard me complaining about my tech problems. But it's shopoils.com/Angela, and there will be like pre-made kits on there, a lot of education. So if you have specific health concerns, I have a lot of education on there. And if that doesn't do the trick, then just message me and I will put something together custom. Like if you have a lot of people like really have very specific health concerns, and if you share those, if you're comfortable, I should say, if you're comfortable sharing those in an email with me, I can put something together for you custom. I'd be happy to do. Angel Kitty, what should I do? My husband doesn't cut off. What should I do? I love my things. I'm assuming your husband says he doesn't love your things. I don't know. I'm like the worst person to ask that because I'm so spoiled. I am spoiled. Joel's attitude, we talked about this today on the podcast live stream, was like Joel's attitude about decorating everything. He's like, what am I going to decorate? Like, what do I care? It's like, you're making a home, you're keeping it cozy, you're taking care of the, like, what am I going to like, who cares? It's a couch, it's a chair. What do I care if it looks what it looks like? So I'm spoiled that way. I don't want to jab at anyone else's husband, but I think it's a bummer that more husbands aren't a bit more laid back. And I know, so I have friends and family, and where the husbands are very artistic and they're very architecturally inclined or interior design inclined, or they have interests that way. That's one thing, and but I feel bad when it's just like, hey, I don't like your crap. I don't know. I'm not a marriage counselor. I don't have advice for you, except for just tell them it makes you happy. It makes you, I think women are like, I'm always trying to create an environment. I'm trying to create a mood, a feeling, an environment, and the end game or the outcome is that's good for my family. I'm creating this atmosphere for all of us. It's a very, Parisienne Farmgirl aside, our home is still a very branded atmosphere. It's still very much us. So, my sister is FaceTiming me.
FaceTime video.
I'm on YouTube. Yeah. Lauren is listening to Outlander Book 1 while at work. Seems pretty similar to the series so far. But then there will be little branches where they just have to shoot off and sort of do their own thing on the series. In some ways, I understand why. In other ways, I'm just like, come on, you really didn't need to jack with a really fabulous story. Nita, thank you. Tanya's watching Peaky Blinders. Just saying. My husband always says you're the interior decorator on here, baby. That's right. Melissa, I haven't. I'm keeping that one in my back pocket. Let's see. Pamela has had a 150-pound goat. Isn't that a big goat? Maybe not. I'm trying to think about how big my sheep and my goats are. No, I guess that's pretty Kira says, how do you grow such giant herbs? Nurseries sell such little options. Yeah. So I bring my annual herbs inside for the winter, and I cuddle them along all winter. So they do get pretty big. It's the fun ones that are annuals, like rosemary, And so I do bring those inside, so they get much bigger. There you go. Adam says he appreciates that his wife wants to make the house look special and he gets out of the way. That's nice. Shy is asking about the kids if they are developing their own styles. Yes, they are. Aiden, you know, that's obviously he's not going to have like French busts in his bedroom. So his bedroom is very like Americana themed, and he's got dark walls, and he lets me, he's got like an antique dresser, but it has a plastic 3D printer on the top. So he's got his technology because that's his thing, and his books, and that's fine. He doesn't want like, his room is immaculate all the time. Amélie's room is the coolest room in the house. I think I've only just kind of a little bit shown it on YouTube. I don't know that she wants it like all over YouTube. So, you know, the older kids are getting to the point where they're like, yeah, I don't want to be filmed. And that's okay. And I'm sure you felt that even on the channel in the last year where there's not as much everyday chateau. And I think that's only fair. Like, they're all getting older. If they don't want to be plastered all over the internet for the rest of their life, like, it's my channel, not theirs. This is my gig. So I try to film them when I can. And if you don't see them, it's because they've just said, hey, Mom, not today. But Amélie's room is so cute. Oh my gosh. So there's a little stairway that goes up to the attic bedrooms that we featured last week. And thank you guys so much for making that video a success. I don't know why that video is doing so good. I didn't do any like strategic naming of the video to try to get YouTube's attention or anything like that. It's just doing so good. But her room is adorable. Like, her bed is tucked under the stairs, and she's got like a little faux fireplace in the corner. It is the smallest room in the house, which is the way she wanted it. I mean, it is super small. I bet half of you have closets bigger than her room right now. It's so cute. I wish she would let me film it. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to quick, oh my, got like allergies. My throat's itching so bad all of a sudden. All right. Ready to scream because I only want to listen to the show. Hi, Courtney. Hey, I haven't heard from you in a long time. How are you? How are you? Robin is asking, she loves Outlander. Is it worth it to go back and read the series? Yes. It's better than the books, or better than the show. The show is wonderful because it gives you beautiful people to put a face, you know, to put faces on the characters. But, oh, it's so hot in here. It's got to be 85 degrees in here. Like, the windows are closed so I can do what I need to do, and it's just sweltering. Hi, Valerie. Plays the videos on repeat. That does help my channel. All those repeats, even if you watch the ad for like 5 seconds and then you hit skip ad, it does help. YouTube is really weird. Like, they want to know how long you're going to watch. So when I do a 15-minute video but you stop watching at 7, like, that's like Nick against Parisienne Farmgirl. They're really big on like how long people will stay on the channel. And then when I put like those video suggestions at the end, like, hey, you might like this video or this video, they just love it when you click another video. They're just so, the algorithms are so picky. They're just so finicky, and you just never know which video they're going to pick up and start promoting. Like the attic video, that's one that apparently YouTube likes, because like 60% of my viewers this week are non-subscribers. Like, okay, subscribe. So, okay, thank you, Jenny. I'm like super, okay, thanks, Jenny. Jenny said, don't worry about the cleavage. So, more garden tours. Cindy, I know, listen, we dug the pond. I dug the little pond in the middle, which I hope you've seen that video. And then we had an excavator come in and clear land for fern. And if you look on the videos last year, like, there's this crazy patch outside the front door that was all weeds. And I said, could you please just dig that out? Like, there's no way I can salvage this pile of weeds. It's just not going to happen. It was like a hill. And so he did. And so he dug another pond. And so just like I built the stone walls, I've been building a stone pond, and it's just been ugly, and I haven't really wanted to film it. So the garden is like like 99.9% filmable. And I understand filming the process, but it just is like, I really would just want to, I'm just ready to show a semi-finished product. My last big hang up is all those cattle panels that I have in the garden. Because we have such little topsoil here, they're stuck in with T-posts, like fence posts, and those darn fence posts are green with a white tip. And so because the climbing roses haven't grown over all the way, you just see like 20 fence posts with white tips. So I'm thinking, we just bought some more property next door. I'm thinking about going and cutting down a bunch of little tiny saplings and like zip tying them to the cattle panels and making them a little bit more palatable. 10 minutes is the magic viewing time. I would like to know, what arrondissement did you stay in for 6 weeks when you were in Paris? I was in Le Cinquième. I was in the 5th. I was at the, let's see. I was on, you know where Shakespeare and Company is? I was just a few doors down from Shakespeare and Company. And it was magical. It was magical. The dress. Chef Mel, I got this dress at TJ Maxx for super cheap. It's a gardening dress. It was like $14. But I love the cut of it so much. It's so, you guys, I'm super big into the Durrells of Corfu lately. I binge watched that show. Is anybody else watch that show or watching it? I mean, like, seriously, it's like the hair inspiration. I needed some serious female inspiration. And that, the lead character in that show, she blew my mind. She gave me all the feels, like, yes, of all the decades, like, this is the one I love. And so I'm actually thinking about taking this dress. It's just cotton. It's just super simple, but I can do housework in it. I can garden in it. It's nice and cool. To a seamstress in town, I don't really want to take the time to cut a pattern myself, and seeing if she can duplicate it for me. So, no, Ted, I am not a native of France. Lots of French ancestry, but not me, myself. The show is called The Durrells, I don't know how you say it, of Corfu. And it is, it's fabulous. It's so fabulous. The wit, the just dialogue, it almost, some of my favorite movies are plays originally. So like Tennessee Williams' Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, like real heavy dialogue. And that's kind of what this show reminds me of. Like very developed characters, and rightfully so, because they were real people. I know the show is heavily dramatized, but yeah. Pamela, we're on 27 acres, I think, something like that. Oh, let's see. Spray paint the top of the fence post. Liz, what I'm looking into is like the no-seam green, like the color that Disney World uses. That's actually what I'm looking into, and I've done a bit of research, and I found supposedly the Sherman-Williams equivalent and the Benjamin Moore equivalent, but in reading a little bit more, those colors are picked for the Florida landscape, which is going to be a little bit lighter, I think. I mean, they have the evergreens, like different kind of evergreen, a lot of Spanish moss. I think it's probably a little bit more gray-green than here, but the whole idea of that color is that you just don't notice it. You just kind of go up and over with your eye, but that is something I'm looking at. Angel Kitty says, someone help, really? I have no idea what you're talking about, girlfriend. What's going on? I missed like 10,000 comments, so. I didn't get my hair cut short. If I was super, super, super thin, hi Deborah, I would get a pixie or like an Audrey Hepburn haircut, but I'm so not, and I would look like a bowling pin. But I'll turn again. So I just have it. My hair's like to right here right now, way too long at this stage in the game, and so I just pinned it under with bobby pins. Diana Jean loves the music on the videos. Every time somebody says something nice, some people hate the music, but every time someone says something nice about the videos or the music on the videos, it really means a lot to me, because I'm a very eclectic person as far as music goes. I like A really like heavy hip hop sound. That's just kind of my background with where I grew up and everything. I love country music a lot, like old country music. You know what we like 70s, 80s, like vintage country music. And I love like a real Celtic sound, very ethereal. And so I spend a crap ton of time picking songs. In fact, tonight before we hopped on, I spent 45 minutes trying to find a song for tomorrow's video and just landed on one of my old favorites. So a lot of times you will hear duplicate songs, and it's just simply because they really speak to me. So let's see here. Melinda says she's fixing a bedroom, doing a bedroom makeover, wants to dial back the clock, as I've done, but we have a ranch style home, so it might be difficult. Any advice on where or how to start with decor? I think one of the biggest hang-ups with a ranch, and I don't know how far you want to go, is a lot of times the windows are really high. They're like more of like a trailer park window, like they're up high. So if you have a chance to bring the windows down, which that's maybe you don't as far as remodeling is concerned. I think that would make a really big difference. Your flooring is going to make a big difference. Doorknobs make a big difference. Crown molding. There's lots of really inexpensive alternatives. If you want to do like a faux plank floor, you could do that with plywood or something that I started to use, 15 years ago or whatever, when I really wanted to move into my style, was looking for furniture with legs. So, if you look in the house, like my furniture doesn't come to the floor. I don't have like a big sofa I have the leather one up on the porch, but like big sofas that come to the floor. Everything's either like skirted, like a kick plate, like what's the word I'm looking for? Slipcover. Or it has legs like that. I think that makes a big difference. So Julie watches Durrells. She loves it. I want to pin curl my hair like Louise Durrell. Yes. In fact, I have a whole stack of bobby pins here. We've been ragging our hair and pin curling. What I do with my hair every day is a few times a week is a modern pin curl. I do it in the flat iron. I think that video is actually on here. But yeah, okay, hold on, let's see. Thank you, Donna. Videos are always spot on. Thank you so much. Shy said it, the music makes the video stands out. Okay, Holly says, do you like cane furniture? Yes, I love like cane, like rattan. I love it. Just a sentiment. Klingencore. That's that flea market when you was in Paris for 2 years ago. I'm sorry, I'm like mumbling. I'm reading the comments and you guys aren't. I'm sorry, how boring. I've gone 4 times in 6 years. Yes, absolutely. What year and make is your little camper? I don't know. I don't know what make it is. It's so hot. It's a 92. So, yeah. Yep. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate that. That's very sweet. Nita, yes, we did. The facial expressions. Courtney Ann, when she goes like this, when the mom gets flustered and she goes like, she fluffs her hair. It kills me. Just kills me. Rent a Shadow of Doubt. Okay, I need something to watch tonight. I actually had started Downton Abbey all over again because Downton Abbey. Okay. My son and I are moving to London from Alabama. 9 hours from France. My fiance is from there. Wow. That is huge, Jenny. That is a big move. Right down in the city, on the outskirts. Where are you going to live? That sounds really fabulous. Oh, I'm so far behind on comments. Sorry, guys. Woohoo! Oh, lots of Durrells. Lots of Durrell fans. The house in the Durrell, it's just magical. I mean, the whole everything about that is just magical. All those quirky people, mom like just trying to keep everybody together, and the one-liners. It's just yeah. I have seen, Lauren, I have seen Farmhouse Vernacular. She does a fantastic job. Sharon, my ear is the same. Just when I was maybe going to go get a hearing aid, that's when COVID hit, and I really didn't want to go get a hearing aid. And I was going to get one at Costco, but I've decided I hate Costco because it feels like East and West Germany when you're in there, and I never want to go in there again now. So it just, I can't hear very well out of it, and it just rings. The ringing, I think, has gotten a little bit quieter. I don't know. So okay, I'm so sorry. I can't stand it when if I catch myself on the replay and I'm quiet while I'm reading your comments. So let's see. 5N Farm just purchased a Craftsman bungalow. Very cute. Needs to get it spoofed up. Start with something you love. A picture, a shell, a color, a piece of furniture, and build around it. Yes. Yes and amen. Most of the time, I will start with some sort of fabric. Textiles are huge for me, and so I will start with a curtain or a pillow or a rug or something that I love, and that's what I will pick my wall color around. And then I just start this whole scheme. The thing about like my, I don't know, the way I decorate or my style is like it's not instant. You know, it takes a long time. And it's a very like layered look, and it I don't have the budget to just go out and fill a room, so it takes a while. I suppose if you could go to France and go to the flea market and fill a container and have it shipped back over, then that would be fabulous. I will help you shop. So we'll just do that together. The Land Girls. Okay, The Crown. Yeah, is The Crown back on? I don't think The Crown is back on yet, because I think I burned through season 2 like a crazy woman. But I'm planning my fall garden right now. I'll start seeds this weekend. Jessica, I'm right there with you. I am behind. I'm going to be shopping for my seeds over the next couple weeks, and then getting starts going and all that. Right now, I am like super, super obsessed with propagation. That is my my big experimental passion right now. I'm like, okay, if you're going to be a gardener, now it is time to grow your own perennials. I've done them from seed, but now I want to go be that gardener that goes out into the garden and gets cuttings and propagates her own plants. So, Holly, my husband is very sweet. He just doesn't love to be on camera. That's all. How many cases of COVID are in your area? None. 40 in a county that takes an hour and 45 minutes to drive from the top to the bottom. We have had 3 losses, 3 deaths, all, not that this takes away from the gravity of the situation, but all elderly. And we were resting at 39 cases forever. And then it just changed to 40 the other day. So, yeah. And it's a tourist area. So most of the people that are here right now, that live here right now, do not live here year round. So, yep. Woohoo! Angie just got live. Rainbow Citizen is having a yard sale tomorrow. Yellowstone, no. Is it good? What are we talking about Yellowstone? I just had a cousin that went to Yellowstone last week and had the whole place to herself. She said it was amazing. I don't know if that's what we're talking about because I can't keep up with the comments, but yeah. I live in an apartment, have gardening, raised beds, 5 yam buckets. Awesome. Yes. Garden in whatever you can. Wendy, in the fall, I'll be doing another round of beets, another round of cabbage. I might just start another round of carrots right now and see if I can't get more carrots for the cooler for the winter. And then I'll just do like, not storage crops, but like arugula and spinach and things to enjoy until the snow flies. So. Okay. Oh, Adam agrees about Costco. Yeah, it's just, I'm over it. I have been meaning to switch to a Azure standard for years, and the last time I went to Costco, you know, Amelie and I go once a month, and, you know, it's a lot of work. We buy our groceries for the month, anything that we can't get around here. I can't shop at the Pig because it's just too expensive for a family our size, so I load up. It's so much work. You're filling 2 shopping carts. The line was clear to the back of the store. Everybody's all grumpy. They got the plexiglass. They got the masks. I felt like I needed like an astronaut suit. I'm like, yeah, this is not really I'm like trying to like shop, like feed a family. I need to stay inspired. Yes, there's a huge element of pragmatism here because I'm strategically planning and I'm feeding a lot of people for a month, but this sucks. This is terrible. No merci. I'm done. So I'm going to try something new. It's really, it's been easy with homesteading to just go, oh, we can get that at the store if this is a bomb. And I'm trying to be really strict about my farm, which is another reason you haven't seen me so much, because we have been working like sun up to sundown to try to get the farm to the point where it's working for us instead of vice versa. Unfortunately, you have to do the vice versa to get to that point. So we've been working like crazy. So crazy. Yay. How do you get rid of gophers? I don't know. Buy a cat. An outdoor cat, maybe? Outdoor, indoor cat? I have no idea. Susan is fixing to order from Azure too. I mean, I placed a huge order. I have to still drive to Green Bay to pick it up, but I called. I said, what's the minimum, like, if I wanted to get a shipment in my area or a delivery in my area? And they told me the minimum. I'm like, yeah, I just met that. So I think I'm going to work on getting a little setup here. Maybe reach out to some of the women in the community and see if they want to order. So, hey, Teresa loves the Instagram posts. Oh, thank you. That's so kind. Thank you. I love it when you guys follow over on Instagram because, you know, then we can stay in touch. And, you know, I don't have a ton of time, but the kind of like exposure to the same name and seeing your names pop up, it gives me like this sense of familiarity. And then I feel like we get a chance to know each other. Then it helps me kind of like not feel like a talking head. So that's wonderful. All right. So I have a date with a teenage daughter. So I'm going to jump off in a minute. So I'm just going to give you some last few links. I would invite you to check out the podcast if you haven't already. It's called Homemaker Chic. And you'll find it if you go to wherever you listen to podcasts, Apple, or if you just go online. You can go to the website, homemakerchicpodcast.com, and all the episodes are there. So I'll write that down. I'm just going to give you some stuff here. There's that. If you need help logging into your doTERRA account because you want to get your free Immortelle oil this month, and if you're just joining us in the last few minutes and you missed it, Immortelle is this crazy, it's expensive. It's like a $92 oil. You guys know I love to take care of my skin. And it's doTERRA's freebie this month with a qualifying order. So if you're one of my customers and you want it and you're having trouble logging in, let me know. Here is my email. And if you would like to be a customer, you can email me or go to shopoils.com/Angela. And you can shop there. The problem is with all the tech problems I've had, it's not updated. So it won't show you that you're getting the free Immortelle. Just proceed. And when you meet the minimum, which is like 200 points, doTERRA will pop it into your cart for you. But just email me if you have problems. I would be happy to help you. And that's just through the end of the month. Ooh, Immortelle burns your skin? Really? It's so mild. That shocks me. Just dilute it. And lucky for you, then it will last twice as long. So use a carrier oil like jojoba or avocado or almond oil or fractionated coconut oil. Yeah, and lucky you. I would take the bottle and I would divide it into 2 then, and then you'll get it for twice as long. Okay, Sunday Night Yellowstone. Don't forget. And a UK King John III. Okay, I love you guys. You guys always give me the best shows to watch. I'm going to take a screenshot. Okay, I think that's good. yes, let me know if I can help you with oils. Email me. Check out the podcast. I'm not going out for a date. I'm going to, we're going to hang out on my bed. We usually do like facials and we just hang out and visit and stuff. So, Susan asked what is my favorite wines. I've been getting my wines from Dry Farms. Actually, if you go to the Homemaker Chic podcast website, there's a link for Dry Farm wines. I've been enjoying them because they're no added sulfites, no extra sulfites, no extra sugar, biodynamic. I've really been enjoying them. My favorite region for wine is Bordeaux, which I know is that's a big umbrella to say is your favorite, but that is my favorite. It's a good French, big, bad Bordeaux. So, okay. Oh, Susan still wants one of my paintings. Susan, why don't you email me and we'll talk? That would be cool. I would love that. You guys have a beautiful weekend. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, everyone, for joining me. I know usually we go like an hour and a half, but I've got, like I said, I've got a date with the sweetie. So tune in tomorrow because I'm going to finish editing this video, and then you guys will have a new potager video, and we'll go from there. Thanks so much. Bonsoir. A bientôt. Have a good evening. Now I have to figure out how to turn this thing off. So now I've said goodbye.